Ready when you are, Betty. Thank you. How you pronounce? How you say your name?
Patricia Barrett.
Barrett. Okay.
Barrett. Like
Barrett.
Barrett. Like
Barrett.
Take all
Barrett.
your clothes off. Barrett.
Barrett. Okay.
Grin Barrett.
Patricia Barrett. Okay.
Barrett.
That's what I had about the pronunciation.
Testing,
Barrett.
testing. Okay,
Barrett.
you are listening to tvosj.org, the voice of San Joaquin. Now it is time for the Vigil Show.
Welcome. Thank you, Betty, for working on the
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the Vigil Show. My guest today is Patricia Barrett. She's from NAMI, International Alliance on Mental Illness, and she'll be discussing about other events. And she's from there. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Doug.
Wow. So tell me about NAMI, a little bit about NAMI. I don't want to go into the history about it, but just tell me about what NAMI is.
NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI was started by two mothers who had
mother?
two mothers
Two mother, okay.
of schizophrenic sons with schizophrenia,
Okay.
and had no support. So they started around the kitchen table
Oh,
And-
kitchen table. I think kitchen.
and soon had 7 more members. And this is what started NAMI. It used to be called AMI,
Ami, okay, how you spell that?
AMI,
A-M-N-I, okay.
and it's turned out to be NAMI because it grew. It grew so big. It's in all 50 states, 5 countries, and all the counties in California.
Wow.
Yes. NAMI's main objective is education and support.
Okay.
Because family members just don't have those support groups, NAMI is very strong on supporting the family members or members of love.
Loved one.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
2 heads is
You're
better
doing
than
fine.
one.
You're doing, don't be nervous.
2 heads is better than one. Anyways, also with that, it also has education for those that are out there that are living with life challenges of mental illnesses.
Okay.
Okay.
So, how long is it in Stockton?
We are in Stockton.
Okay, and then where is it located?
So our main office is at 1212 California, upstairs above Unit B.
Okay, so how do you recruit them? You invite them? Or do you make assessment? How do your protocol proceed
Okay.
to be a member of NAMI?
Okay. So to be a member of NAMI, you have to be a family member or a loved one of someone with a mental health challenge. You have to be you can be a provider for those that have mental health challenges. You can be a vet. There's lots of ways. Anyway, so say you're looking for support and somebody whispers NAMI, or you call the 211 and they refer you to BHS, Behavioral Health Services, which is 1212 California Street, and they refer you to the NAMI office. And so you leave a message or you talk to somebody and you get a recommendation saying, well, why don't you try out one of our support groups?
Okay.
And then you go to the support groups and it just dominoes after that.
Okay. So tell me about the peer support, peer to peer, meaning support group. What did that have?
Well, first we have peer-to-peer educational classes. So peer-to-peer focuses on the consumer that has life challenges. And what it is, it's 8 weeks 2 hours each week, and it's an education of experiences, strengths, and hopes. And so you learn how to recognize your symptoms, how to advocate a doctor for your symptoms, and how to learn coping skills. And that
Okay.
way we learn how to work the whole system of daily life.
Okay, so are there people that are in recovery that left? Recovery drug addict that belong in peer group?
I can't say majority, but a large group of people that have a mental health life challenge also have a drug or alcohol substance abuse addiction.
Okay. So, go ahead.
Why we have this addiction is because, like, say you're dealing with symptoms of PTSD or bipolar or schizophrenia and depression, anxiety, and we say, oh, I think if I have a drink, it'll calm me down. Or if I get high, it'll make me relax. And all it's doing is masking the symptoms of the mental health challenge.
Okay. So tell me about what response of the peer group had come out and tell it positive or negative, or what is it's been successful program or what?
So the review of peer-to-peer. I've taken peer-to-peer. I deal daily with symptoms of PTSD, survivor of domestic violence, OCD, and ADHD since I was a child. And if you could see me now, my knee is bouncing, my fingers are moving. I do things all day long. So when I took peer-to-peer, it opened up my eyes to so much information that I really didn't understand or know. And by the end of the course, then it was longer, it was a 10-week course, but at the end of it, I really knew what I was basically looking at and what I was up against and what I could do to make it better, workable.
Okay. So that's good. That's very good. So did they give you a practical, skill, like putting ice on the hand to forget about your flashback. What else did they like coping
So these
skill?
are coping skills.
Coping skills.
Right? And one of the easiest coping skills is breathing. So
Breathing.
we're not breathing from our lungs. We're breathing from the lower part of our abdomen. And that, after about 3 of those deep breathings, holding and relaxing and releasing, you've actually physically changed your emotions.
Really?
Yes.
Well, sometimes some people have some medication kind of control your breathing sometimes, like kind of.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
They cause difficult breathing. It could be what else? Rapid breathing.
Yes.
Shadow breathing.
Right.
So
if you got rapid breathing, you want to just really kind of like, you know that they say in through the nose and out through the mouth. So you inhale.
that's the hardest thing when people have sinus problem. Like, oh my God, I'm not getting enough air in my nose. You know, especially when you have allergy problem.
Oh
you know?
yeah, yeah.
I
So
would
thank
think
God
that
for
I
the
got the
rain.
allergy problem, so I didn't sign yet.
Yep.
So that's why people have a hard time breathing, especially when around people, social disorder with people around people. I suffer from that, from social anxiety. With people around too many people, I get really hyper.
So when I have social anxiety, okay, because I have PTSD, and social anxiety goes along with that, being in crowds, going somewhere you're not sure where to go.
Yes.
Uncertainty.
Uncertainty.
You know, where's the door? Where's the window? Where's the escape route? Who am I with? We have an emotional dog. I know where I can touch. Mine are at home. I didn't know how much room I was going to work with. I knew you had yours.
Yeah.
And
She's always with me.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my letter recommending everywhere I go. That alleviates my symptom, my high blood pressure, my anxiety. It calmed me down, keep me focused. She's always with me during the day, but at nighttime she wants to sleep with my mom. Say, okay, I'm done with you.
Traitor.
Yeah, she's a traitor, yeah, but I love her for that. But anyway, can you rest?
I hear you.
So,
So for social anxiety, when I go somewhere, I have to prep myself.
Prepare your mind, right?
I have to prepare my mind.
Okay.
Okay.
And how? Like what?
Well, number one, I express, okay, you're going somewhere strange.
Okay.
You don't know what your surroundings are. I've been in the door, but I've never been past the door. In fact, I was driving over here saying, hey, maybe I should just ask Doug for a drive-through. You know, let's try it out.
Okay.
So I was comfortable. But then I saw you.
Uh-huh.
You know, I just got more relaxed once I saw you.
Well,
you know?
good, because you're not alone. Because when I was coming in, and I said, oh, and the whole room was dark. I'm like, oh my God, I'm alone here. And like, hello, hello, and I heard a voice, but I didn't know where it was coming from. I don't know if it was up there. I don't know if it was in the studio. And I was like, well, I hear a voice, but I don't hear who it is. And then right away, Betty came out of the door. I'm like, oh, it gave me relief. I was getting really anxious. I didn't want to be alone.
Right.
So I had this phobia of being passed out. Like, I'm gonna pass out and nobody's not gonna know. Just constantly, like, you know, I don't want to pass out alone. What if people are not around? That is a phobia that I have, you know. So constantly war against myself all the time. I never had that problem before until lately.
So worrying, we stay in today.
We're in the moment.
We wait in the moment. So
Yeah.
yesterday I was going into my basement, and the top step is really smooth, and I'm 65, and I took a step and I slid across the top of the step, and all I thought was, oh my God, if I fell down the stairs in the basement,
Yeah, baby.
I have no phone, no little button
Nope.
to alert anybody. You know, the neighbors got the air conditioner on, so I'm sure they're not going to hear me yell help.
And what time do you die? And you have the air conditioning on. Oh my God, all that worry.
So you know,
That's why I have to carry my phone so much. And when I had no phone, I had my daughter, where's my phone? I have to go
Right.
to the bathroom,
So-
I have to go to my bedroom.
so to process that, I have to go. Okay, you didn't fall.
You didn't fall. Okay.
Let it go.
Let it go. Okay.
Don't dwell.
Don't dwell.
You know, you walk in the door. It's dark. You're still breathing. It's
Well,
a
I
good
stopped
start.
breathing for a little bit.
But
I
it's
was
a good
holding my
start.
breath.
Okay, then you got to go breathe. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, and if you hold your breath, breathe in, hold your breath, and then let it out.
Yes.
Okay. So now you're breathing. So like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm breathing. I'm
Breathing,
okay.
I'm normal.
I'm
Okay,
okay.
I'm doing fine.
I'm okay.
Perfect.
You know.
So I know people, you know, is there a clinician there? Are there therapy? What are they?
We are not clinicians. We are peers.
Okay, what does that mean? What do you mean by peer?
Peers is non-clinician. So I'm a consumer working with consumers.
Okay.
You're a family member working with a family member.
Okay.
She's a provider working with providers. They're peers.
Okay.
We're peer to each other. That it's from what I've learned in my life. I'm going to share with you what worked for me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So it makes me. That's the thing about having a peer group, is that you can relate to people and to get some support. That you're not the only one suffering, getting frustrated about your life, about where, you know, and you're not the only one dealing with this crap, this demon. I call it a demon, you know. For a while, I was suffering from withdrawal. My doctor would come and kind of give me a recovery. Oh my God, I was so much in dry spell, headache. I was having a little bit of seizure. I was taking other medication, but it didn't work, you know. And I go, oh my God. So I had to take my Clonopin again. It's like my alcohol, you know, calm me down. But I had a massive pain on my neck, and here I got sweaty. Look how sweaty I am.
Wow.
See, because I'm having a withdrawal, you know. It could be my sugar high. So I have to kind of tell myself, maybe I have my sugars high, maybe it's too low, maybe it's my withdrawal, maybe I'm not taking enough pill, So I have to really be careful not to OD. But in the back of my mind, when people stop taking medication, they oh, he died from OCD. Well, you died from withdrawal. Your heart was pounding really fast and had a stroke, or die of a heart attack. That that affect your heart rhythm. So all those negativity goes to my mind and how all that. But I didn't even know that I was addicted when I was taking it. People say, "Oh, it's not addicted. It's not addicted." I was lied into. So from a doctor. So I'm really upset about that. That's why I don't trust doctors. Every time I go to the doctor, my blood pressure skyrockets. Oh.
Yeah, that's a symptom of a lot of people. I used to be a truck driver, and it was really important that you pass your physical. And so when I would show up at the doctor's office to renew my physical, of course you're like checking your blood. They're like, go in the other room and wait about 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And you really detach and you really sit there in the doctor's office so that when you come back in, your blood pressure's dropped.
Right.
That's.
Well, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't work.
Right.
You gotta have that yellow line rabbit. They call it yellow line rabbit. They call
That's
that
it.
When you're starting to the doctor.
But I was just watching a video the other day, and the guy that was talking about it, he was suffering from anxiety, and he said he would go in, and all of a sudden, when he would go to speak, he was just flooded with fluids because of anxiety.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah.
But people don't really talk about anxiety. I think I'm more. I had suffered from panic attack. A stimulus like overwhelming, like it goes to my brain. It's like all over it's tingling. I'm like, oh my God, it's a panic attack. And it changed your respiratory breathing. It changed your motion. It changed your heart. It's not synchronizing with your breathing.
Oh, that's right. You never did come to our peer-to-peer that you said you
No.
were going to go. Yeah.
You always call in the wrong timing.
September 23rd.
No, I'm taking therapy. Where over by Persian, multiple culture therapy right on Marine and Persian. There's a health group right there, therapy right there.
Oh, okay.
But I go every Wednesday to the group too, and they're a clinician there, dealing with post traumatic disorder, which I'm dealing all the time. Post traumatic because I don't want to be confined. I don't want to be near. I don't with people that I don't trust. Small places. So definitely, but they're hope a lot when it comes to this organization.
So
Go ahead.
let me say this. So when I was back in my dark days of drug and alcohol usage, I cleaned up and I became a substance abuse counselor.
Okay, hold on. Let me substance. How do you spell substance?
SUBSTANCE.
Okay, abuse counselor. Okay, got it.
We had 2 interns at our agency.
Okay.
And they didn't have any substance abuse usage in their past. I think a bottle of beer and a glass of wine when they got home from work.
Okay.
And so I asked them, so if a full-blown heroin addict comes up to you and says, I need to quit, are you going to tell them on page 242, it says you can quit if you don't put it in your arm?
Oh, no.
And you think I'm going to believe you because you've never experienced it?
No.
Right. I'm going to look at you and say, you don't even know what you're talking about. Because it's not just don't put it in your arm, it's the after effects of not putting it in your arm for the next 2 weeks. So if I go to clinician for therapy, and I'm not saying they're bad because they work. I had a great therapist in Hawaii. That therapist isn't going to be able to tell you what another peer is suffering. They can tell you what the DSM says.
Okay.
But they can't tell you the feelings.
Feeling. Yeah, because for me, like you're right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So this is what peer-to-peer is.
Okay.
Peer-to-peer has peers talking to you about what they went through, what their symptoms are, and what worked for them. And all of a sudden you're going, God, I know that. I feel that. I remember that. I did that. And so the difference between clinician therapy and peer therapy is that you have people that have actually related to you.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Go ahead.
That relate to you.
Okay.
Okay.
But
and so it's a different way of feeling it.
It's like, for example, I always tell people, please don't. I like when I feel like I'm anxious and I feel I'm already on the edge. I have to grab somebody like, oh, put your arm like that. And I'm like that. Okay, okay, I'm okay. I'm touching something. I'm validating. I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm okay. Okay, calm down. So I didn't have the sense of somebody else's energy. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling okay. Kaleshi just kind of like holds it, like kind of like this. But me, I'm going like, okay, remember, I have my dog. Okay, I got my dog. All right, calm down. But they don't like to lick. That's a bad habit. She looks my nose, go right to my nose, and I'm kind of brain right, and she knows, she sensed it now. Okay. So, and really, with a disability person like myself, that have a lot of disability, hidden disability as well as physical disability, I got through a lot. And educate myself as a street smart person, knowing that I don't need a certificate or a degree to tell somebody to tell me that I'm not well. I know I'm not well, So I definitely know that what did it take for me to change myself and make it. When I decided to change my life from the worse to the better, And now there's a lot of control stuff. Then I'm really into it. You're looking in my eye. That's another thing I don't like. People looking in my eye, and I kind of like.
I love looking in people's eyes.
I don't like it.
I love it. It's the most beautiful thing because the eyes have so much expression. They're the doors.
They're like the soul of your. It's like a window of your soul. That's what I believe. And when somebody look at me, I don't want to see my suffering when people look at my eye. That's what I feel. When somebody look in my eye, I feel like I'm crying. I'm feeling like anything, fighting for my life, for the rest of my day. So I just don't. I just
but
don't like.
But people that care can feel that and can enjoy that with you and share it with you. And that's the thing about recovery is now that you're out of yourself.
Right.
You have empathy and you have compassion.
That's another thing. Empathy. I'm very empathetic, and when I get empathy, I start crying. I get emotional, and I can't. And I like, oh my God, I can relate to people, and I panic. Like, oh my, it registered. Like, I can relate to people when it comes to autism, when it comes to people being abused, being substance abuse, having withdrawal from drugs, anxiety, but also withdrawal. And
I can't look at your eyes. See, now I got to look up.
I'm looking at your eye, which is good. But the thing that I'm pretty open with my life now because there's a lot of things we have changed. Since I ran from public office, from running in politics, and running on the board, advocating for people with disability. It's very challenging. People don't look at us as a stigmatism, like wasting all our money. Look at it, they're controlling our Medicaid. They're controlling what we could buy. They keep changing our medication around, and they're messing our mind.
So in peer-to-peer, you learn all this stuff, okay? Mm-hmm. Peer-to-peer will tell you who you are an advocate for yourself. I had a guy come up and say, listen, I don't like this med, and my doctor won't listen to me. Then you need to tell your doctor that either you listen to me and work with me, or I need to find a different doctor. Your doctor has got to be your best friend.
You're right. Yeah, you're putting his life around, and you don't know what kind of medication they're going to give it to you, right?
Right.
Okay, perfect. I'm trying to adjust the mic. Okay. So now, peer-to-peer, okay. So how often you have it, like week to week?
Okay, so this is peer-to-peer is an 8-week course. And it's starting September 23rd.
What is it? The 23rd, okay.
At 6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock.
Which are Mondays.
It's on Monday, okay.
Right, this time. So, but Veterans Day is also on a Monday, and I just want to mention this because I don't want people to get confused. Veterans Day is also on one of the Mondays within that 8-week. So we don't go on Veterans Day, but we go the next Monday. So in reality, it's a 9-week course. It's only 8 classes.
Okay, so it's a 2-hour, and so do you have like a record Well, you don't acknowledge people. Take when you see them on the street, you kind of like you don't know.
Everything is confidential. Everything.
confidential.
There's a big HIPAA law out there. And even in a 12-step group or any kind of, when you go to peer-to-peer, you also learn about Connections, which is a support group for those that have life challenges.
Life challenges.
And they are gifts.
Okay, now what about the next step? Do you have an event in Lodi, you said?
Yeah, but I just want to say this. On this, you have to register online. So
Okay.
you want to go to NAMI, San Joaquin.
Okay, SANJOAQUIN
.org.
.org. Okay.
Okay.
So after the 8 weeks, what do you get? You get a certificate?
Yes.
See?
You get
Right
a
on.
certificate and you get a really good meal.
Good me food?
Yes.
Too.
And you get fun. You have fun. You meet other people that have been out there suffering in silence, you know.
Okay, before I forget, for people who are deaf, do you provide an interpreter?
I don't know because I don't know if we've ever had anybody.
Okay.
I can ask them because I know it says somewhere it says if you need special arrangements, you know,
Right.
let it be known. So when you go on to the NAMI sanjoaquin.org website, you'll see get involved and it'll say peer on the little tab. You click the tab and it says peer. You click on that one and you go down the middle thing. It says register here.
Okay.
And so when it registers here, it goes to Eventbrite
Okay.
and you enter your information and somewhere on there, I am sure that it says if you need special needs.
Accommodation.
Yeah,
Okay.
accommodations. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
So the other thing was next month on October 19th,
19?
yes,
Okay.
at the Calvary Church
Calvary Church,
at 2301
West Lodi
Avenue,
Avenue at Lodi.
they're going to have a health fair.
Okay.
And this will be the first one for Lodi. So if you're a supporter of Lodi,
Okay.
please come and share. Here, you want to do this one too?
I'm gonna post it on the Facebook pretty
Okay.
soon. So there it is. So next month, so I'm gonna post that on my Facebook, and Twitter, and Instagram.
Right.
Perfect. So what are they gonna give? Tea? They gonna cleaning or the blood pressure, diabetic, like that?
Do they teach that?
No. When you're talking about your health fair,
Oh, health fair is.
when you're an event, what is
It
that?
depends on who's got their tables.
Okay.
So if UOP with their medical unit, if they're there, if they're there, they'll do all that.
So you're gonna be on like an information booth, right?
Yeah, what happens at a health fair is they have different vendors.
Yeah. Okay.
You could have had your table up there if you knew about it. You wanted to get up there with your crew and tape some of it.
Oh, that's true. Too bad the American Persons with Disability don't have their own table to go and do some fundraising too, you know?
You know, that's something we could talk about. in
Yeah,
that.
later.
Honestly, we could
Honestly.
get it on the agenda and bring it up.
Yeah. But anyway, that's awesome. You know, that's great. So so let me think the event, please. There's another thing that we'll talk about. It's just something also you're gonna register. You're gonna be there to register peer to peer too, also. Perspective.
Okay,
Right?
but this one here starts September 23rd.
Well, no, I got the wrong flyer. I got the
This
wrong,
one,
this
I'm sorry. This one starts October 19th, so it'll be halfway over by that date.
Okay. So,
So-
they're gonna be family to family group program for Spanish speaking member of our community, among many other. So take advantage of that. Free? It is free or paid?
Yes.
It's free. Okay.
Everything that NAMI does is free, except for the conferences.
The conference. Okay. The conference.
And we have conferences.
Really?
Yeah, we had one for California, had theirs in Newport. And then we had one up in Seattle, or it's coming up in Seattle.
Yeah.
And so,
hold on. Going to fast. Seattle. Okay.
okay. And so, I mean, they pick a state, you know, or they pick a location. Last year was at Monterey,
Okay.
and have great speakers.
Wow. So you go there a lot, right?
Yes.
So what do you learn? You have to be a member, or you have to be like a faculty that you go there?
No, no, no. Anybody can go. If you become a member, if you become a member of NAMI, you'll get a newsletter. When you get the newsletter, you get all the announcements. So I want to hit LGBTQ.
Okay, LGBTQ.
Uh-huh.
Okay, got it.
So the one in Monterey, I went to the presentation on LGBTQ, and the man that introduced the speaker says, he explained his son, and then he says, so I'm going to turn this vegetable soup group over to this speaker. And I went, no, he said, what do you call it? Alphabet soup. And I couldn't figure out why do you call it alphabet soup? Well, LGBTQ, S plus, and I'm just like, I wonder how many letters they haven't gotten in there.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So we had a speaker that was who grew up in the closet, and then the important part was that he expressed was, at the end of the day, always with someone that hasn't come out and told everybody, they have to do it on their terms, and never to force anybody. Because if it's too soon, it can be traumatizing. If it's too late, it can be also internally traumatizing. So that was one thing that I learned. Then the CHP came, and they're trying to do more trainings for people that have mental health challenges out on the street. I know our county has a great program going on. Our police department are now incorporating hours of training for mental health in their academy.
Was it the sheriff that doing it, but not the city?
The police department went to, I think it was Kansas, and did a 40-hour training with them, and they're bringing it out here. The police department, they now have X amount of hours that the academy now teaches.
Okay.
The sheriff's department is also incorporating a great system out at the jail for people that have mental health challenges. They have database access to 5, I think, databases. They can find somebody in the system, their meds, their contact people, and stuff like that. So it's really opening up. The Wellness Center has their We Rise Above the Stigma health fair. It'll be coming up in May.
Well, that's next year.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. And so, there's a lot of involvement in mental health. It's a demand.
Well, that's good. I mean, really, they always talk about preventive mental health, but they need to have a program for recovery help as well. They need money into that too. So I do believe that's the need for people who are homeless, that are challenged with mental health. They don't care their own reality. That's kind of scary.
There's another group. It's called Dual Recovery Anonymous. We meet on Thursdays.
Anonymous. How do you spell anonymous?
ANONYMOUS.
Okay.
Okay. So it's Dual Recovery Anonymous, and we meet at 4:00 on Thursdays at Railroad Square.
Oh my God. Rare RAISQR Square.
Yep. And down on, I forget what room, it's in the back, S2 I think it is, which deals with substance use recovery and mental health recovery. Because for the most 12-step programs, we don't talk about mental health issues. We talk about either our alcohol or our drugs, or our overeating, or smoking, you know what I mean? But we don't incorporate the mental health part.
Oh, well.
So this one talks about mental health and substance.
So that's good. So you have that information, do recovery?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Do I have it with me?
Yes. Well, we'll post it again on later date. But because that's really interesting that do recovery, we talk about mental health as well as an addiction, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No. It's in
That's
the car.
okay. That's fine. That's okay. So that's good to know, for our listeners to know, our watchers know about. You have different programs that relate. Cause I seen it got a whole kind of category of different program. See, a mental health education program presentation. It says silent, end the silent. NAMI parent and teacher as allies, family to family, peer to peers, in our own voice, provider education, NAMI basic. See, all those.
And they're free.
And they're free. See?
And if you want to know when we're offering them, just stay on top of the website and just click what are we up to now.
Perfect. Can I keep that?
Yes.
I can post it on the Facebook?
Yes.
Thank you. So is there anything else that people can contact you? Like we're almost at the end of our time. So go ahead and
So
reach out to you.
yeah. So my email is outreach at NAMI. Here it comes, Doug. San Joaquin. .org.
Okay, that's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Betty, hello there. Are we done? Are we done?
Are we done?
I hope to see you guys at class on September 23rd.
Put it out
Register
there. Put it out
online.
there.
All right.
They all
Thanks
need to
everyone
know.
for watching the Vigil show and the Voice of San Joaquin. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I'm glad you're getting the useful information for people with disability in Stockton. So that's a great resource. Thank you so much, Patricia. And I
Thank
really
you,
appreciate
Doug.
I want you to come back again.
I will.
So, and I hope you have a great day. Okay. Love
Thanks.
you, everyone. Mwah. Wasn't so
Besitos.
hard, right?
Wasn't so hard, was it?
Look at
no,
you.
actually.
And of course, you are listening to TVOSJ.org, the voice of San Joaquin.